geopolitical expert from Tel Aviv. Now we stay in the region. The Egyptian foreign minister has commented on the India-Middle East corridor, IMEC, which connects India to Europe via the Middle East by sea and rail. He has stated that resolving the Palestinian issue is key to making progress on this project. IMEC was announced on the sidelines of the Group of 20 summit in September 2023 and is seen as a U.S. alternative to China's Belt and Road Initiative for global infrastructure development. However, with the breaking out of Gaza war on October 7, 2023, the projects witnessed little progress. The minister further mentioned that he discussed IMEC during talks with his Indian counterpart and added that Egypt is open to being part of the project. This statement comes as Foreign Affairs Minister of Egypt, Badr Abdelati, is on a visit to India and has earlier met with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The corridor aims to extend from India across the Arabian Sea to the United Arab Emirates through Saudi Arabia and then connect through Jordan and Israel to Europe. India and the UAE have signed a framework agreement for this project last year. Now for this discussion, we go back to Matti Zweig. He's a geopolitical expert, joins us live from Tel Aviv. Thank you, Matti, for staying with us. Matti, in what ways could Egypt's potential participation in IMEC influence these geopolitical dynamics between India and Middle East and competing infrastructure initiatives like China's Belt and Road?
Well, this thing has going on for several years because the main concern from a lot of countries, and first of all, United States, of course, is the development of the Silk Road Initiative that had China for their own interest. I think nobody is going to oppose that they want to progress in their economic aims doing such a programs. But for United States, sorry, and the way they see China's development in some cases as a threat to security, they also have been developing all these initiatives that an alternative belt is going to be built between India, passing through the Arabian Peninsula and through Israel and going from there to Europe, etc., or North Africa if it's going to be calm and prosperity. So, of course, if Israel is going to have good relations with some kind of Palestinian government, is going to stabilize everything. Let's not forget that one of the main goals of the Iranians and other big powers that wanted to stop the relationship between Israel and Saudi Arabia, and they planned and did what it was then known as the 7th of October massacre. And then you can understand that it was a turn point to put a stone in the road of all these initiatives. Now this initiative is coming back. And of course now Egyptians and Indians and Saudi Arabians and Americans, they are all in the same side trying to make this ceasefire or peace deal agreement go forward and have a better future in order to have this alternative belt really prospering, let's say. So that is the root of all the conversation between Badr Abdelati and the Indians and also other peoples in the area, that they are very interested that to have such a corridor with all the economic potential of cargo and maritime and also through the continent and a kind of Eurasian belt that is going to make all the world move in much better way that is doing today, and also in this way blocking some of the aspiration of China, which is undoubtedly the biggest competitor in any area, and not only economical, of the US.
Yes, Matti, thank you very much for sharing that insight and giving us that history behind this. Thank you. Now we move on to our next news. Israeli